Hello, so this is the next video on my Guillain-Barré series, and in this one I'm going to talk about what it was like recovering and the first few steps of my recovery. In my last videos I talked about what it was like initially getting sick and how it feels being paralyzed physically and mentally. And so in my last video I talked about how I was ashamed that I wasn't trying to get better, or I wasn't trying to really improve because I started to get really doubtful and start pitying myself. I wasn't really present for my friends and family who were really supporting me. And so I felt ashamed, and that moment, in those moments where I realized I wasn't really doing the best I could for my family and friends, I decided to start improving or be more optimistic. And that's when I started to become able to accept the situation I was in. And I think the first step in really doing anything or accepting any problem or improving it is acknowledging it, or, in my words, or accepting it, because you can't really solve a problem if you don't think you have a problem. And my problem was paralysis, being sick, and so I accepted that, or at least I began to. And that's when I kind of started to become more optimistic, and I kind of started looking back naturally on past accomplishments that I've had to give me confidence. And I looked back, or what I did was I looked back at this camp I completed. It's called J. Robinson Intensive Wrestling Camp. It's a military-like wrestling camp that's designed to make its campers stronger, tougher, and embody values in them that the founder learned. And that camp is extremely difficult. It's really tough and it's hard to get through. Not everyone completes it, and not everyone gets the prize at the end, which is called a shirt. The I did it shirt, if you really embody the values they teach. And I looked back on how on the second day, I thought that it would last forever and I would never get out of there. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I hated it, I wanted it to end. And that was similar to how I thought about the hospital. And then I looked back on what it felt like finishing a camp and getting the shirt, and how I felt on top of the world. I'd earned it, I had really put my heart out there for 2 weeks at camp, and I'd finally just earned the shirt. And so I kind of used that memory to power me through, give me hope. And I think if anyone or any of you are going through something difficult, it's a really good choice to look back on things that you've completed in the past that you're proud of or were difficult, because they can give you some insight on completing difficult things and give you confidence. And as I started to get more confidence, it was difficult to keep that confidence, because it's hard being confident in the face of this extremely hard thing or decision or anything that's happening to you. So I started leaning on my friends and my family and my girlfriend. My girlfriend came every day to see me. My friends came really often, and my family was also there every day. And I started to communicate with them more. I started to be open to them and changed how I could talk to them, because initially I was kind of closed off because I was in my own world. Like, I'm paralyzed, crap, my life's over. And I was thinking that, but then I kind of started just being honest with them and telling them how I felt, listening to them, and it got easier because I communicated and I let their presence give me strength. And so I think if you're going through a tough time, it's a really good idea to just talk to your friends or your family, or just reach out to someone who might know what it's like, or someone who can just be there for you. And that's also the reason why I started this channel and everything I'm doing, because it was so helpful for me to have someone. And I think I also want to share my message and hopefully be that person for any of you if you're going through something difficult. This is also the time where the first 2 steps of my TED Talk were born. Refuse to let the pain of the present affect the hope of the future, and allow yourself to ask help from others. And because I found that these really helped me, staying hopeful and getting help from your peers and other people. So that's the video, and it's just about how it was trying to recover and my mental steps in that journey and the process. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, or if you can relate to any of the things I say, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more videos. I'm going to try and post one once a week. And watch the other videos if you haven't already, because they'll give you some more context and go more in depth into my story. Check out my blog and my social media accounts, because I post daily on those and I try to spread my message more. And if you have any comments or concerns, just don't be afraid to DM me or text me or email me. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Peace out.